Hey everyone, Nigel and Luke here, and welcome to another edition of Crimes of the Week. Actor Thomas Jefferson BYRD was found dead in Atlanta on Saturday after police responded to a call on Belvedere Avenue in the southwest of the city. The 70-year-old had sustained multiple gunshot wounds to the back and was pronounced dead at the scene by emergency services. BYRD was best known for his role in several Spike Lee films, including He Got Game, Get on the Bus, and Clockers. While police are still working to figure out the circumstances of the actor's death, many, including Lee, have already described the incident as a tragic murder. The suspect in a fatal shooting that took place at an Amazon fulfillment center in Florida this week has officially been charged with second-degree murder, according to police. 22-year-old Deshaun Thomas Biffle reportedly showed up at the facility shortly after 7 p.m. on Tuesday, shooting the female victim before turning the gun on himself. Jacksonville police say Biffle is in serious but stable condition. Both he and the victim were employees at the Amazon fulfillment center and were said to be in a relationship. The incident is the second fatal shooting to take place at the facility this year. In June, a job applicant was killed in an ambush that took place outside of the center. Police in Phoenix say that a body found in the desert north of the city this week could be Julie Conchaldi. The 59-year-old has been missing for almost a month. On September 15th, police arrested Joseph Conchaldi on suspicion of first-degree murder after several signs pointed to his involvement in his wife's disappearance. According to investigators, evidence of a sanitized crime scene was found at the couple's home, including blood that matched Julie Conchaldi's DNA. The missing woman's burned-out truck was also discovered on September 4th, a full 2 days before her husband reported her disappearance. The Maricopa County Medical Examiner is currently working to positively identify the body, as well as determine a cause of death. Two people are dead this week after gunfire broke out in a private club in Waterloo, Iowa. Police say that 22-year-old Decarius T. Burkett and Takia M. Hogenkamp were killed when two or more gunmen began firing at each other in the club shortly after 3:15 a.m. on Saturday. There were reportedly about 100 people in the building at the time of the shooting. At least 10 other people sustained injuries during the incident, either from gunshots or from broken glass and debris while fleeing the scene. None of the shooters have yet been identified. The body of former Major League pitcher Charles HEIR was found on Saturday, less than a day after police say he killed his ex-girlfriend. HEIR's body was discovered on the southern rim of the Grand Canyon. His death, the result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The 37-year-old was wanted on suspicion of murder and aggravated assault in the shooting death of his ex-girlfriend, 34-year-old Danielle Long. Investigators say that the crime was witnessed by Long's roommate, who heard gunshots when returning to their residence on Friday and saw HEIR leave Long's room with a handgun moments later. HEIR then reportedly pointed the weapon at the roommate, who was able to escape from a back exit and call 911. According to Long's family, she had considered getting a restraining order against HEIR prior to her death. On Friday, Customs and Border Protection announced the seizure of more than 8,300 glass and silicone smoking pipes and bongs. The shipment consisted of 41 boxes and was supposed to go from China to California before it was stopped at Washington Dulles International Airport. The cargo was seized under federal law, which prohibits the importation of drug paraphernalia. According to a CPB release, the value of the goods has been estimated to be just over $140,000. An elderly couple that disappeared on a hiking trail Friday night has been discovered dead, according to the Colorado Springs Police Department. The bodies of Lee and Stella Virgil, both of whom were in their 70s, were found just 4 hours after they were reported missing. Investigators say they died from apparent gunshot wounds. The Virgils were last seen alive near the Edmondson Trailhead, roughly 8 miles north of downtown Colorado Springs. The case has officially been taken over by detectives from the police department's Violent Crimes, Homicide, and Assault Unit. SEAGRAM'S heiress CLARE BRONFMAN was sentenced to almost 7 years in prison on Wednesday for her role in the NXIVM federal conspiracy case. NXIVM's leader, Keith Raniere, was convicted last year for using the organization, which he sold as a self-improvement group, to turn women into sex slaves who were branded with his initials. According to reports, Bronfman was one of Raniere's wealthy benefactors, giving him tens of millions of dollars over the years to bankroll NXIVM's many cult-like programs, which were used to recruit victims. Bronfman also paid for lawyers to defend the organization against lawsuits brought by critics, many of whom were former members. As part of Bronfman's plea bargain, she agreed to forfeit $6 million of her $200 million fortune. However, prosecutors are still seeking an additional $500,000 fine. That's it for this edition of Crimes of the Week. As always, if you enjoyed our video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Crime Zone for more true crime content like this, making sure to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. Thank you for watching.